Hey everyone, Sharpan here. In this video, we're starting a series of kind of quick walkthroughs on Finaissured, which is the core AI engine of Finesse. And we'll be walking through some use cases of Finaissured, which we've created, that will give you guys context on what the applications could be for people that are using Finaissured. And because Finaissured is a multi-application, multimodal AI system, we are going to break this down into kind of different functions. So we're going to give you a look under the hood today. We're going to show you exactly how the code and the APIs and the wrappers work. And we're going to make several of these videos to kind of give you variations on what it can do. So for example, in today's video, we're going to be attempting to categorize transactions which were uploaded via Spreadsheet, which was extracted from a Zoho Books account. And we're going to take just the description, which is given in the transaction ledger, and we're going to try to predict the vendor as well as the transaction type. So what type of expense it is. And our model has been trained on all of the clients, existing vendors, and the existing transaction types, and as well as it's leveraging open data from the internet to be able to gauge what certain descriptions mean. So if you can see my screen here, I have my Python instance open, and I've already uploaded the spreadsheet, and I've only included here this description. So you can see in a regular kind of extracted spreadsheet, you'd be able to see all of the fields, the amount, the date, the description, the expense type. Here, you're only able to see the description. So you can see here Uber, you can see here Zelle, and Krishna Rao. And the objective of the model should be to now take this and spit out a JSON response where it predicts the type as well as the vendor from the description. So first, we're going to run our primary API code here, where it is pulling in the data and running the algorithm. Then what we will do is we will tell it to take this as the output path. So we'll copy this and go down here and put that as the sample, right? And then we're going to leverage the learning path, which we've already fed it, which is what it was trained on, to be able to take the most educated guess. And then we're going to run this program right here. Go right up and click run. And we're going to wait as it spits out. There we go. It spits out all of the data that we asked for. So the response is, it also takes it into alphabetical order. So it takes all the transactions that we put in and it predicted it as we had required it to predict it. And for example, Uber has been taken as an expense. You can see, and the payee as a transportation expense, vendor, Uber, help. And this same thing has been taken for all of the transactions, and it's checking in the system whether or not the vendor is already there. And if it isn't, it's suggesting what it could be. So at this point, the accountant or the AI accountant could intervene, and they can say this is wrong inside of Finaissured and they can update it, or they can take the predicted suggestion, but at bare minimum, it's saving 80% of the time, because at some point this guy would have had to sit there and go through all of these transactions and look at the precedent and make the suggestion himself. So in this video, we talked about, data in from Zoho and then JSON out. In the following videos, we're going to talk about how this data will then be, or at least several of these transactions will be put into Zoho APIs, and how you can automate the entire workflow by simply plugging this into the Zoho APIs, which will show you, and it'll actually appear in the Zoho dashboard as a categorized transaction. So we'll be doing that in the next video, so stay tuned.